Hey my friends, new video today. The developers dropped another patch. It hasn't really been officially announced yet, um, but it's already on their website. So I decided to get right into it and tell you exactly what I personally think about the patch itself, whether it's good, whether it's bad, why I personally think the changes are pretty good overall, and what exactly to think for the future of Heroes and Empires. So I've already read through all of this, so this is going to be a bit more in depth as usual. I've pretty much already made up my mind because there are a lot of changes actually in this patch, even though it's not that big as it was before. There's still a huge change in the game flow overall. So let's start with the VIP system. So I've already teased this a couple times. They spoke about it in the AMA, telling us that they'll be in a VIP system where you'll be getting a huge amount of benefits in the future, and you'll get it by spending HE in the game. Basically, maybe you've seen several VIP systems in mobile games. It's basically a system where you spend a certain amount of the special in-game currency that you usually get by spending real money, and then you get a VIP level which increases by spending more and more. And this VIP system is basically directed towards the HE that you'll be earning in the game. So basically you get 1 point of VIP for every HE you spend. So basically 1 point in here is worth 1 HE, and you'll be getting 3 VIP points as chapter complete rewards. So I know what you think. You'll be saying, okay, that's garbage because new players will have a huge advantage over old players, since new players can just rush the VIP levels now. They'll get these chapter rewards, and the old players can't get all this because they've already been through these chapters, and that's why the team decided to basically include the previous chapter rewards as a reward for every player that has already reached the chapters. So if you've already reached chapter, let's say 10, then you'll be getting all the rewards from chapter 1 to 9, and even 10 if you finished it as well, to your account. So you won't be missing out on this. Naturally, you won't be getting any VIP points from the HE that you spent already. So if you've already used HE to power up your heroes, which is the case for everyone that has played the game so far, then you won't be getting this. It would be too hard to determine who spent which, and this way pretty much everyone can start from the same level, other than the chapter rewards, which will be given to everyone that has reached a certain amount of chapter. So these are the VIP 15 rewards. I'm not sure if this is the last level or if it's in the middle. From the looks of it, it looks like this is the last level, and you'll be able to undertake 2 elite bounty quests per day, and you can do 14 normal bounty quests per day. So what's bounty quest? I'm pretty sure, since they've already referred to it as bounty hunter, this is probably going to be the NFT hero staking, meaning this is probably the system where you will be able to stake your heroes in the game. Basically, you send your heroes to missions, and when you send them to a mission, they'll come back and you will be getting rewards. And these rewards is basically the in-game way to stake heroes. So that's supposedly the feature. Of course, all this is like my own opinion. It's my interpretation of all the information I've gotten in the past. I'm quite confident in it being correct, but they haven't really explained it too much. So I'm pretty sure this is going to be the way. And I think the elite bounty quest per day is probably going to be more rewards. Maybe the normal bounty quests are like gold and maybe shards and maybe those enhancement tools, and probably the elite bounty quest is going to be epic shards or maybe HE. The elite bounty quests are more likely to have better rewards. So I'm assuming these got like the epic shards, maybe some rare shards and HE, and these are probably enhancement tools and gold and stuff. That's what I'm assuming so far. So I think I'll probably make a new video just talking about the VIP reward, since I think it would be just being too much for this patch notes rundown, but I myself think this is a great feature. So there's a battle speed feature. This has already been done. Basically it means you can have 2 times the speed. Maybe it's going to be even more in the future, but it's speeding up your battle speed, which is cool. I like that a lot, especially in arena. It already felt like a nuisance to like always do the battles and wait for the gap battle to be over. Sometimes I faced teams with huge HP regeneration or knights, and just battling these took so long, and I knew I would lose or knew I would barely win, and just waiting this out, it was unbearable to watch. So I'm pretty grateful that they changed this this feature and integrated the speed up option. Really happy that they did this. It's a great change. It won't be having much of an impact on the token price naturally, but this is just nice to have, I guess. Okay, so challenger coin and dungeon bonus. Basically, with every VIP level, you get more bigger bonus, and if you are at VIP 15, you'll be getting 35% more. Same for the gold in the dungeon. So this is just a nice feature for people who reached a higher VIP rank. More incentive to go higher in there, which is good. And this is pretty much the most amazing thing. You'll be able to enter the arena for additional 3 times per day, and this is like 3 additional times on VIP 15. Sounds amazing. So at the way it currently is, you'll be able to get like 5 free entries every single day, just from doing nothing at all, and then you'll be getting the quest rewards as well. So you'll be getting another 3 here, and I think there'll be a change where you get 1 more here as well. So you'll be getting 4 here, then 3 more here, so that's 7, and then you get 2 more from the daily, so you can get like 9 free entries every single day. If you're high in the arena, that's amazing. If you're low in the arena, that's good as well. Either way, I'm pretty happy about the changes. And you'll be getting fast rewards. I'm not quite sure what that means. Probably you can skip the bounty quest, I guess. Not too sure. I mean, obviously you can speed up something, but like I can't tell what it is yet. Probably the bounty hunter. But yeah. Also, here it says you have a bounty hunter autofill feature. So I'm assuming that they'll make a system where you need like 1 elf, 1 demon, and like 1 assassin, I guess, and then you can start the mission. And I think if you have the autofill feature, you can probably press on the button, and then it autofills the heroes that you got to send for the mission. That's what I'm assuming. Yeah, then you get more FK gold, pretty much the same as these rewards here. You'll be getting a bit more, which is nice. Nice incentives to go up in VIP rewards. Nice incentive to spend HE in the game. Pretty cool. Yeah, the speed feature will be unlocked in VIP 4, fast reward VIP 2, etc, etc. So they increased the reward on the dungeon trial once more, which is even better actually. So now you'll be getting a chance to get 5, 10 and 15 HE instead of 4 as current. I think this has already been changed before. If you check my newest video, it's already a bit higher than this, but this is going to be even better then. So you can get up to 15 HE per floor. So if you get really lucky, you can get 45 HE for the dungeon. But there'll be more valuable rewards. For example, like the epic shards or the ultimate gears. That's cool. I pretty much talked about this in the past, but like getting even more rewards in the dungeon, that's amazing. So then they did change in HE for the mysterious chest, and I think this is about the chest that you'll be getting in the dungeon. You'll be getting up to 25 HE if you get super lucky. Not sure if the chances of each event is the same. It's likely that these are a bit more likely to happen and these a bit less likely. But yeah, also a great change, and you'll be getting the optional 6 epic shards, 20 rare shards, or 300 dungeon coins. Pretty nice. Even better to have some heroes and hero rewards or even dungeon coins. Pretty nice change. It adds a bit more depth to the dungeon itself. Pretty glad they did all these changes. Before, the dungeon didn't quite feel too necessary, but now there are huge rewards in there. You'll get plenty of epic shards, plenty of rare shards, or just plain HE overall. Either way, you'll be getting a huge reward bonus. So the rewards that you'll be getting every week are skyrocketing right now. Just the dailies are going to be insane with the VIP system, but if you just add the HE you'll be getting from the dungeon, it's going to be insane. I mean, even on the low end, you'll be getting like 15 HE from each dungeon run. If you do like 2 to 3 a week, that's like 30 to 45 HE every single week just from the dungeon run, and that's not even counting the huge amounts of HE you'll be getting from the chest. So now there's an early withdrawal penalty. So basically they've increased the rewards a lot. You'll be getting a lot of rewards from the VIP benefits. There are one-time benefits as well. Probably you'll be getting 120 shards of these hero, or like the ultimate gear, or I'm not sure what these two are, but like probably more stuff to enhance your heroes. And you'll be getting a huge amount of HE from the dungeon as well. So naturally they have to kind of punish people who are just trying to exploit the game. As you know, in the very beginning of the game, there are people making 5 accounts, and then they'll use some kind of IP changer, VPN, whatever, to make more accounts and more accounts and more accounts. And there were like some people using bots to have like 50 accounts, and all these were draining HE from the game, and that has pretty much been one of the reasons why the token price went from like 80 cents to like only 8 cents. Of course, there were a lot more reasons for this, but like that was pretty much the main reason. The game was drained from HE, but now they're and that's why they reduced the HE rewards a lot. But now they've upped it again, so now they need even more measures against multi-accounters. And with multi-accounters, I don't mean people who have like 1 to 5 accounts. I myself, I've got 3 accounts as well, as you can see here. That's not going to be any problem. It's just talking about the people having like 10 accounts, which is not allowed. It's forbidden. 5 accounts is the absolute max. And basically they're saying, okay, if you want to take out HE early in the game, like you just hit chapter 5, there's no real reason to take out any HE in chapter 5. But let's say you just hit chapter 5 and you somehow want to cheat the game out of its HE, then you could like take out every HE that you got. But now you'll be getting a 30% penalty, so it's still allowed. You're just going to reach a small penalty for it. So basically, if you want to take out 100 HE, you'll be paying 30 HE, which goes back to the game, back to the reward pool, and you can just take out the remaining, the 70 basically for yourself. So I think this is a pretty good change. I myself, I didn't actually think about this. I always thought, okay, maybe just make the takeout feature like put it like in chapter 7 maybe or whatever, but if they did that, there would be a huge shitstorm. So now they decided, okay, instead of doing the whole you can only take out HE in chapter 1 million thing, they said, okay, taking out HE in chapter 5 is perfectly fine. It doesn't really make any sense if you really want to play the game or if you really want to earn long term, but if you want to do that, that's cool, that's fine. Just you'll have 30% penalty if you want to withdraw this only. So okay, if you go up a bit further, if you reach chapter 10, you'll just be paying, you can withdraw for free and only pay the network fee in HE. So that's like 4 HE, what is it right now? Let me see. Oh, it's only 1 HE, actually. That you'll be paying, so pretty much you can take out everything without really any fee. The minimum withdrawable amount is 50 HE, perfectly fine as well. Doesn't really make sense to draw any less. If I'm just paying 1 HE for withdrawal, there'll be higher fees for the game. Doesn't really make any sense. So just making sure that there won't be any 7 HE withdrawals or something. Pretty good. This should have been in the game from the very beginning. I don't see why anyone should withdraw 7 HE from the game. So now there's a max capacity for some abilities which deal damage based on the percentage of max HP. It's also just a quality of life changement basically. It's okay. Basically, pretty good for the heroes that have been dealing some percentage of max HP, but it's probably not going to have too much of an impact. So just quality of life. This one as well. Just some VFX changes. I don't really mind them. So let's get to the quest. So they've increased the arena, the dungeon rewards by a huge margin. So how do they compensate for this? So basically they reduced the HE reward from the dailies by 5, and they increased the weekly reward by 10. And this seems like, oh no, they're going to make it to only 10 a day. This is going to be so little, but you'll be getting one more arena ticket. So one arena ticket, even if you're at the lowest of low, if you're in the range where you only get like 3 HE win, that's still like on average 2 HE worth. So you'll be getting 12 HE instead of 15. So that's 3 HE less per day. On 7 days, that's 21 HE per week, and you will be getting 10 HE back from that. So on average, you'll lose 1 HE a day, a bit more than that. So it basically got reduced from 15 HE per day to 14 HE per day if you were on chapter 5. If you're in a higher chapter, there's basically no change at all. It's only above basically. So it's just a nerf for the lowest of low, basically, for people who are just in chapter 5 and don't continue playing, basically. Like people who just have a team that's made to get to chapter 5 and then withdraw everything from the game. But if you have a team, let's say you have a rare team, like a full elf team, and you can get to like chapter 7, so chapter 8, chapter 9, then you'll be getting a lot more than this, since once you hit chapter 6, once you have hit chapter 7, etc., you get better gear, you get more rewards in the arena, you get the VIP rewards, you get the dungeon rewards, you're getting a lot more than before. It's basically a huge buff. I'm probably going to make a new breakdown video on how much you got before and how much it's going to be in the future, but overall you'll be getting a lot more than before. So there's a policy update. Basically this goes along with the daily change. Basically they made huge changes in this patch to punish people creating an account on day one, making all the campaign battles, then next day do more campaign battles, do all the Madness Tower rewards, and cash out everything like within 3 days and make a new account, etc., etc. Like that's already been forbidden, but like they are punishing it further. And they did that by changing this to the 30% penalty, the 50 HE reward that you can claim, and the 10 HE you'll be getting from the dailies. So you need at least a proper team to do all this. And now they did the policy change. Basically, those people who were like doing all this, they were basically consuming all the life from an account, and then once it was drained of HE, they would just move on to the next account by sending the NFTs to a new account. This is basically not really good, and you shouldn't be doing this. It's not good for the game economy. And before they tried battling this by locking these NFTs for 7 days, now it's increased to 14 days. I'm really liking that change. Pretty good that they did this. It's going to make it even harder for multi-account cheaters. As said before, multi-account cheaters, that's people using more than 5 accounts. 1 to 5 is perfectly fine. Now one device can play a maximum of 5 accounts, pretty much no change in here. And if you violate these terms, and this is going to be important, your in-game account is going to be locked permanently, and your NFTs will be locked for 14 days. So they are still very kind with people doing these, or trying to exploit all this. So they are not going to lose everything, it's just going to be locked for 14 days, and afterwards they could sell all their stuff. But if they repeat this for a second time, then all the NFTs and the accounts will be locked forever, and they will be exempted from the service, so they can never access the game ever again. So keep all this in mind when you try to cheat the game. You should never do this. It's not cool for the players, it's not good for the investors, it's not good for the developers, it's not even good for yourself, since basically the developers are just going to take measures against us, as they did now. So keep all this in mind before you try to cheat the game. Just play the game as a game, enjoy it, and after a couple months you can see the fruits of your labor by seeing a huge VIP rewards, by being able to do like up to 9 arena battles per day for free, by doing nice campaign missions, by getting a huge amount of HE per day from the dailies, by getting nice arena rewards, by getting high daily arena rewards, and so on and so forth. So just enjoy the game, play it as a player or as an investor. And when I talk about investors, I'm not talking about people who want to have a return of invest in 2 weeks. I'm talking about people who are looking for a long-term enjoyment, who are basically investing for at least a vesting period of 1 year. So this is more directed to the people who have experience in the crypto market, who have experience in the stock market maybe. I myself, I've been investing for over 10 years in the stock market, and I've pretty much joined the crypto market in the pretty much quite early days, I guess. I've been through the crypto winter in 2017. I pretty much know a bit about the in-game economy. There's always a lot of stuff that you may overlook, that I may overlook, but I think I have a general grasp of how and where this is going. And I'm really liking the changes. There are lots of sustainable long-term improvements, and I think if you really have the long-term goal in the mind and you really want to reach a high chapter and get good teams and have nice upgrades, then you should really be aiming for this, get the nice VIP rewards. And I'm really intrigued to say the bounty quest, which will be coming soon, I guess. At least that's what they announced here. So there'll be the ultimate gear upgrade, the bounty hunter, the official mobile version release, daily store, and heroes model improvement. I think they did these policy updates, the daily adjustment, and the penalty to battle the multi-accounts, which are probably going to be more present once the mobile version is released. So with these changes, I think they have a pretty nice defense for these, pretty nice countermeasures for all these changes. Really like this patch. And they made a good change to all the real players will be getting a buff, all the real players will be getting more rewards, and all the scammers, I guess, or the cheaters, no idea how you want to call these people, they'll be getting a slight nerf, or they'll be exempted from the usage of the service. So that's a really great change, and it's really going to be benefiting the economy. So another update, they now changed the in-game system to BNB. The idea is that you will be selling the heroes that you'll be getting from the game. So you'll be getting some from the rare shards, the epic shards, etc. So you can sell all this for BNB, and the BNB you could swap to HE and then use in the game to get higher VIP rewards and get even more rewards in the future, get even more heroes in the future, etc, etc. So I think all this is going to be good for the long-term economy, as long as the developers follow through with their decision. So today is the last day of the arena. I think I'll remain in the 100 to 500 rank. I'm not really planning to get any higher. What is it going to be? Yeah, the 200 to 500 is where I'll probably end up in. That's what I'm aiming for. I'll be getting another hero, since this is 60 shards and 300 HE as well. So I'm probably going to use this to fuel my my staking. Where do I get it? Stake. Okay, let's go. Yeah, probably going to fuel my staking in here. So I've staked 13,000 token in the beginning of the feature where it was released, and now I've already accumulated 175 token in here. So if I get the 300 token from the arena rewards, I'm going to fuel it inside the staking in here as well. So that's going to be pretty good. And I think it's going to be all long-term solutions to improve the game and what it's worth. So I'm really looking forward to how the game adapts and develops in the future. But I personally think that it's going to go the way where you'll be earning NFTs, the NFT gear, the NFT heroes from the game. You're going to sell these for BNB, maybe get some HE for that, or sell it for real money. The real money is for yourself, or the HE you can invest to get even more in the future. And the VIP level system is probably the first step into the direction where you shift from getting an income from HE to getting an income from BNB by selling NFTs. So that's a pretty good change, I guess. Yeah, that's it for the video. It's going to be a bit longer. Unfortunately, it's probably going to be at like 30 minutes, I guess, maybe 29, 28, I guess. So I'm sorry for that, but I really wanted to get a bit more depth into this by talking about everything they've mentioned in the patch notes and pretty much telling you all my thoughts on this, since some people are pretty confused in the game. Whenever there are big changes, people first sell out everything and later realize, okay, maybe that was a problem, or maybe I did something wrong, and then they buy it back again. And pretty much lots of paper hands in the market right now. It's going to be less and less from now, which is good. And I myself, I'm going to keep every single token that I got. I'm not selling a single token from this. All the earnings that I make are from heroes that I'm earning, which is not too much, but I pretty much want to invest into the game long-term wise. Yeah, that's it for the video, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Let's comment and talk in the comments. As always, have a conversation and pretty much discuss the changes that have been made. Okay, goodbye.